Don't you hate it when you see a blue screen looking like this? If so, today we're going to talk about a number of ways to fix this from happening so that you can be up and running again without having to rebuild your computer or change your computer or change any of the parts of the computer. And it could be just a case of a 10-minute fix. So stay tuned for the next part of this video when we are going to show you on our computer screen what steps to carry out. In today's video we're going to talk about how to get past Windows automatic repair, regardless of whether you're in Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 10, Windows 11. The process is slightly different in each version, but this guide should help you get past the issue regardless of which operating system you're running. Now, there are occasions where you start your computer and it doesn't boot up into Windows, and when that happens, usually the first thing to look at is something plugged in that shouldn't be. For example, if you've connected a USB stick or an external hard drive, is the computer trying to start Windows from that location? And if you find that you have connected something, best thing to do is turn off your computer, disconnect it, and then try again. And now if that resolves the issue, happy days, move forward. Now with hard drives, it's best to connect them after Windows is booted up. So these are external drives we're talking about, not internal drives. Now, if you're unfortunate and that hasn't resolved the issue, the next step is to look at startup repair. Now, you may see this screen come up and the message underneath might look a bit different, but first step to try is just click on the restart option. It might just be a blip and we don't need to do anything apart from this, so click restart. See if that fixes the issue. Now if that fixes the issue, that's fantastic. Move on. Like number one with the external drive, if that resolves the issue, move forward. Now if you're unfortunate and that doesn't resolve the issue, then what you'll need to do is go to advanced options, as you can see on the button on the right, and from there you want to go to startup repair. Now this process can take a while. On some computers it might be 15 minutes, some it might be 30, some it could go over 1 hour. So just bear that in mind, but if it's taking over an hour or an hour and a half, usually there's something more of an issue with the computer. So the advice would be to look at getting the data recovered from there, unless you've got backups, which is the number one solution in those circumstances. Now if you find that this hasn't resolved the issue, there is another option we can go down, and that's using a process called regback, which is short for registry backup. And why is this important? Well, the thing is, the computer is set to take a copy of the registry when it was working well. So one option you normally see is last known boot configuration. So like that, we want to take a working scenario, put that in its place and say try booting up now. So we have to do a bit of commands to get through that process. And as you'll find is if we go to the next screen, we will get to startup settings. You've also got command prompt here. So on this occasion you'll want the command prompt. Earlier on you wanted startup repair. And you'll see a Microsoft DOS window or command prompt or command line, depending on how you want to pronounce it. And what we want to do here is we want to go to the C drive where Windows is installed. Now in some circumstances somebody might have customized it to D drive or another drive letter. You need to go into that drive letter, and we want to take a copy of the registry and put that in a backup location. So as you can see here, we are going to make a directory called reg backup. We are then going to copy the settings from there, from C Windows System32 config to our reg backup area. And then we can try rebooting from here. Now if you're still unfortunate after a reboot and you still can't get into Windows, then the next step would be to look at creating a bootable USB. Now that's used as a last resort, we would say, to try and get into Windows, and does take a bit of effort in that you've got to create a software disk or USB to help get into Windows and repair Windows. Now that could work well for you, that could work unsuccessfully for you. Now that process in itself requires a lot of preparation steps in order to create the media. So what we'd say is, if you're interested in knowing how to create a bootable USB, please drop us a message below and we can get that video created if there's enough demand for it. Now if steps 1, 2 and 3, rebooting the PC, startup repair tool or regback, worked for you, please do drop a comment, drop a like, subscribe, let us know which option worked for you, so that we can help promote the more successful options. And if an option that wasn't on the list but there was another setting that you went through, please also message us below, and we can go over those scenarios and discuss when those are good scenarios to achieve the result to get the work computer up and running. So thanks for watching this video. We hope you found it useful, and we look forward to the next one. Thanks for watching. If you found this video useful regarding Windows Automatic Repair, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe for future videos, so we can help get more of this useful content out to others as well as yourself in future.